well, game development, this type of skill is applicable across a ton of different industries. It's not just making games. The thing I say a lot in these workshops is, you know, if you can put a Pokemon on a kitchen table, you can also put a skyscraper on a city skyline. That's kind of my pitch for real-time 3D, right? It's all
Yeah,
pretty similar. Of
very.
course, go
Oh,
ahead.
good. I was gonna say it's very important when we get our students jobs, right? Because
Yep.
everyone wants to get into the games industry, but we've been really, really loud about, hey, you could work at like I taught Mercedes how to put
Yep.
Unity in their dashboards, and they're always looking for Unity developers. Or, hey, I have an architecture firm, and they just want to put stuff in 3D. You could do it in Unity, and
Exactly.
yeah, a lot of our students are thinking outside the box and starting to apply it like non-gaming places. So teaching this skill is applicable not just like across games industry, it's everywhere.
Yep.
So
Also, retail uses us. If you've ever like put a kitchen table
Nike,
in your house or put shoes on without actually owning the shoes, health and wellness, there's meditation apps and all kinds of different things. Live entertainment,
uh,
like, those
Childish Gambino,
giant projection spears and all those different things have.
Childish Gambino and his whole like 3D projection in his concert a few years ago. Yeah.
It's all real time. And
Yeah.
then, of course, there's all kinds of things you can do for like social justice and social equality. And these are some of the projects that we've actually worked on with Unity for Humanity, inclusive storytelling, environmental justice. And, you can use it to teach. There's a lot of data that shows learning in virtual reality or immersive learning has a much higher efficacy rate than something else. And then here's some fun, quick stats for you all. These stats, I believe, came out in about 2020, but there's a 600% faster increase in demand for these types of skills than in the overall labor market because it's new, it's burgeoning, it's growing, and it's expanding into all kinds of new stuff. There's an estimated 1.2 million programming jobs that will be unfulfilled by 2026. There's a 1,400% projected job growth for real-time positions, and 23.5 million jobs worldwide are projected to be using augmented and virtual reality by 2030. And if they're all using it, that means people need to be creating the way it's used. Therefore, having those developers will be really valuable. Here's some industry landscape slides for you as well to give you some more why. Uh, this slide can be deceptive, so I want to clarify it. This is percentage of people doing this type of job in this industry using Unity, I believe. And Aaron, you might want to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So this isn't 71% of the medical industry is using it. It's 71% of the people using immersive or real-time 3D technology are using Unity. So that's what this slide means. And so 71% in medical, 47 in manufacturing, 35 in government, 28 in industrial, 23 in tourism. And you're seeing a lot of growth in science, information technology, AEC, tourism, a 400% increase, which makes a lot of sense. You can do a lot of really powerful stuff with real time 3D and tourism. So let's connect this all to this upside down pyramid. So, what we're going to do is we're going to first teach you professional development here. That's what this is the top of the pyramid. And then we're going to fall down the pyramid to part two. Your students are going to learn to use Unity. And then they're going to fall down even further into the base and they're going to get jobs. And then they'll take those jobs and keep growing the industry, which will create more jobs, which will then mean more teachers need to exist, which means we'll teach more teachers, and then we'll just keep pedaling this wheel to keep growing this industry we love. And that's kind of why we decided PD was so important. We want to make sure we reach out and leverage and help educators any way we can. How am I doing on time? Okay, cool. Y'all ready to whiteboard again? I'm
nice.
excited now that I remember how to whiteboard. So I'm going to stop sharing again. And let's pop up another. That's actually, we'll go to the same whiteboard. If I can find it in my menu, existing whiteboards, today's date. Beautiful. And we're going to see what strategies can you use to introduce Unity to learners for the first time. So let me just copy paste this box. I'm going to put this below to the right, actually, over here. So what strategies can you use introduce new learners to Unity? I'm paraphrasing. And then we'll throw this one on the bottom right. Have you found any resources to get learners excited? If so, please share. Kirk, you got any favorite resources?
Learn.unity.com.
Oh, I've heard
Is
about this website.
that too on the nose?
I mean,
I love this is gonna sound really funny for everyone who's like I love looking at documentation. Like I have
mm,
a offline copy and I do try to just get in there and read random pages and then discussions.unity.com. That's a shameless plug, which is if you're trying to find more community, that is our forum system. And you have threads for products, you have threads for different types of groups like the Learn group and new users and XR users, etc. So, yeah, the docs, learn.unity, and discussions.
mm.
Yeah.
I'll do a shameless plug for a lot of our YouTubers that do a lot of really, really amazing work. So we call them Unity Insiders, but they do really, really, really incredible content. Folks like Code Monkey, Sam Yam, um, Turbo Makes Games. It's like Johnny. What's Johnny's tag? Turbo Makes Games. There's a
Hmm.
lot of really, really great content creators making awesome, awesome tutorials. And something I find to be really exciting, at least for me, is I don't always like everybody has different learning styles, right? And sometimes the way somebody teaches something just doesn't connect to my brain. And so even if I'm taking the same course or learning the same thing from different people, it will connect better when somebody else explains it sometimes, just because how I'm feeling on that day or when we connect it in, it all just kind of works. So it's never bad to watch repeat content of stuff. You never know what you're going to learn.
Hmm.
So why is it? There we go. I'm not zoomed in enough. All right, let's see what we have cruising in. Also, Fabio, I dropped a link that you put into chat. I also threw that on this whiteboard in case folks want to see that as well. For some reason, it made the text really small, so I'm going to work on that. But some of these strategies present a basic game project like coin pickup and have them start building it. Oh, I like that a lot. Coin pickup is a really good base, right? I mean, there's a reason why we do like collectibles and rollerball. It's such an easy, you learn how to like collisions work or triggers and interactions, firing off events. Show famous fun games created using the engine. Love that as well. Get them excited. Show them like what can be done. Have students start with a simple game like Pong. Love it. Did you guys ever play like the modified Pongs? Like there was a Mortal Kombat game called Pong Combat where it was like Mortal Kombat and Pong. And like your Pong paddles were the characters. It was really fun.
What? How many games are out there in the wild? Also, that's cool, but Mortal Kombat Pong, I'm down for that.
Yeah, Pong Combat. And then if you won, you had like a fatality. So like Sub-Zero would like freeze the other Pong paddle and then it would fall off the map.
Jewel
It was
says
fun.
Mortal Kombat chess.
That was so good. Like that and like Battle Chess was super fun. I
Yeah,
liked Battle Chess. Okay, content for a pre-built game is a great way to introduce new learners. Code Monkey, someone said Code Monkey. Yeah, I love Code Monkey. He's really good.
I'm actually gonna
Demonstrator
speak to.
project.
I'll be
So what?
speaking to him later.
Oh, you meet with Code Monkey?
Mm-hmm. Talking
Folks trying to
about
get software. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think that's important, right? Figuring out what software you need to make this stuff work. That can just be part of the journey. Ooh, do a tutorial outside of class, and in class you have challenges based on the tutorial. I like that a lot. I love that somebody just posted an image of YouTube. That's genius. You're like, I'm not even gonna type it. I just got a screenshot of YouTube for you. All right, let's go see any other resources that you found. So, ASE Sprite, Unity Docs, W3 Schools. I like that. I haven't used W3 Schools a ton for that. I usually use it for JavaScript and HTML, but it'd be great for C Sharp.
Mhm,
A lot of
mhm.
ASE Sprite recommendations here. Ready Player Me for avatars. That's actually a really great idea to let students like put themselves in the game, right? They get a fully rigged and animated avatar to drop in. Some fun digital twin stuff going off in the chat. I'm gonna throw a note in here. Stuff I like to use as well to get folks excited is devlogs,
Oh, ebooks. Our ebooks.
ebooks.
Yeah, our e I have like 3 or 4 ebooks on my phone. I'm I clearly need to read more fiction.
I download them saying I'm going to read them on flights, and then I generally fall asleep on the flight instead.
Very specific problems we have.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay, so that we don't run out of time, I think everyone's pretty much done editing, so we're going to go ahead and stop the whiteboard for now. Again, I will We'll download the PDF of this and share it in the Discord, so that works. But let's talk about how this actual program works and what you're going to be going through. So, first things first, the goal of this is to get your course set up and ready to go. If you use an LMS, we do provide a Common Core cartridge that you can upload into your LMS. I will throw in a couple of caveats. We are not LMS experts, so we can do our best to be like, it should work kind of like this. But every LMS is going to think and act a little bit differently, and your institution's security settings are going to be different than ours. So you may have to do some troubleshooting if you want to get that in. I know Google Classroom has like specific, like you basically have to manually convert it. With Moodle, I think it's a coin flip depending on if true or false is allowed. I know with Canvas and Blackboard, it works pretty well. So just a note, it's pretty good though. And we do provide that, and you can kind of dump it in and copy it over. Now, what we're going to do for the couple of weeks is we're going to do 3 weeks to prepare to teach Unity. So we'll do Unity Essentials this week. So this is to get you comfortable in the editor. You'll play with the Essentials course. It's a really, really good course.
Thomas, you may be trying to share, not sharing.
Uh, it's because I have to turn it off for the whiteboard. Sorry, y'all. Thanks for correcting me, Aaron. I would have just kept talking to myself for 20 minutes. So this is the LMS picture you were not seeing when I was talking about those, but we do provide you that Common Core, and this is kind of what it looks like inside your LMS. And this is the picture we wanted you to see. So yeah, this week, it's all about essentials. You're going to work through Unity Essentials. It's a really, really good course that Aaron's put together. The playground that Aaron's put out there is super fun. So I'm excited for y'all to kind of engage and play with that. In week 2, we'll build your Unity course. So we'll look at how version control works and how you can have your students submit projects and how you can grade them and look at them. And then also, the LMS content, how you can load that in. And then in week 3, we'll prepare. So we'll talk about teaching Unity in the classroom, troubleshooting and grading and different ideas around that and rubrics and all that kind of stuff. And then if you want to keep going, if you're like, hey, I got 10 more weeks, I want to keep grinding, you can actually start preparing for the Unity Certified Associate Game Dev certification because that LMS content we provide you is actually a free prep course that gets you ready to take that certification. We've been seeing a lot of really cool stuff pop out of that. The last summer PD, we had a bunch of people just form a study group in the Discord and do the content together. You're totally welcome to do that. You're not required to do that, but we'd love to have you do that. So feel free.
Another thing here, Thomas, if you go back, that there's this is the sort of default content that we'd recommend you take if you're looking to certify your students. But as we saw from the whiteboard, people have all kinds of different goals, AR, VR, all kinds of other stuff, teaching your grandkids, whatever it may be. And so you can kind of swap out this second section with whatever content it is that you would like to learn and then provide to your students. This is just kind of the default if you're not sure or if you do want to get that certification.
Exactly. And I believe we picked this one for a couple of reasons. First of all, we kind of feel that like the certified associate game developer is like the foundational block for your students. I really feel like after they go through that, they can really choose, do I want to write code? Do I want to do more art assets? Do I want to do both? So there's a really good kind of foundational piece. But yeah, Aaron nailed it. So this is what you're going to be doing with Essentials in Editor. So this is that first week. This right here is one of my heroes, James. He's our content producer, and he'll help guide you on your journey through Essentials. And this is kind of what it's going to look like as you work through it. There's some really good tutorials built in there. I forgot, we put in-editor tutorials in this, didn't we, Aaron? Yeah, that's cool. So that's a little behind the scenes for you guys. Y'all, we actually built in-editor tutorials that'll help guide you through the editor a little bit more focused. So it'll give you more guidance there. And you'll work through those and just really get a feel for how it is to create things in 3D. If you're an expert or if you're already pretty advanced or you've done this before, you'll go through it pretty quickly, but still we recommend you at least run through it from the perspective of what are my students going to experience? How could I make this better, different? How would I want to change it? Or how do I want to keep it the same? Those are important things. And then if they want to go through that associate game dev learning content, what we actually provide here is, first of all, Rollerball. This is a classic Unity tutorial that's been around forever. And then Aaron actually went in and made it way more fun. So you start out with basic Rollerball, and then you start using pieces of our creative core pathway to add, materials and color and excitement. You add VFX, so you've got explosions and fire and particles and user interface stuff so we can see how many points we've earned and actually get feedback. And then we start animating a few things. We add lighting and audio, so it becomes like a full-fledged version of Rollerball. that turns into a custom game that your students can submit. So at the end of it, you're going to see a ton of very different versions of rollerball. We saw everything. I mean, I think we've seen everything from classic rollerball with just really, really loud neon colors to like boat racing. So once folks get their hands on this content, it starts to move really quick and you start to see really cool stuff built out. And then all these different custom games can come from here. So, quick review of the outline, foundations, set up your course, run your course, and then if you want to keep grinding, you got 10 weeks to do the certification prep as well. That's self-paced, so it doesn't have to take you 10 weeks. It can take you 20 weeks, it can take you 6 weeks, it can take you 45 years. You choose the pace at which you want to work through.
Ideally not 45, but I will also add that we have an active study group in the main Discord server, which, oh, whoa, is this a segue?
Yeah, the
You want
timing is perfect. Kirk, you
the
ready to
time?
take over?
You want to say, okay, cool. So I will say that for the last point, wait, put the slides back up, please.
Oh,
For
I just turned them off.
I know for so some success stories after so we've had 3 cohorts now of PD and we've had more than Aaron Thomas. Is it like 20 plus, 25 plus educators who got their certification after this? Do we have the exact number? No. We have a active user group in the Discord server that you'll graduate to afterwards. And I'm gonna show my screen real quick and make sure I have just the Discord up. Yeah, so after this course, once you're ready to do the 45 years of studying, then you'll be able to jump into.
Okay, it's all
All
yours.
right, thank you. All right, can everyone see my screen? Awesome.
Yep.
So
Uh,
if you signed up,
You should
go,
full screen that though. It's very small.
oh, very, very small.
Make
Sorry.
make Discord big.
There you
Yeah.
go. And then gonna do plus plus. So this is my test account, which is a PD user. Uh, Raise of hands or in chat if you've used Discord before or not, please tell me. And we'd love to know if you have. But if you signed up for the Discord, you should be seeing this view. Discord, for the people who just signed up and don't know what Discord is, this is a very popular chat app that a lot of teachers and a lot of students use to communicate with each other when they play games. Studios use it to talk to each other outside of like Slack, etc. Just a really useful tool to get used to because your students will be using it in the future. Like I said, if you're in Discord, you're in a very special part of the Discord server because it's only, well, right now 3 channels, and the bigger server is many, many more channels. But we don't want to uh, overwhelm you all. We have a welcome channel, so you can access the course through this link in the welcome channel, and you can tag me and Thomas whenever you'd like. We have the ongoing main chat, so this is where everyone's been introducing each other. So if you haven't jumped in here yet, say hi to your fellow educators. Tell us what your favorite ice cream is because we can't stop talking about food. And then this is 2 of the most important parts. See, we got Christine in there already. Uh, every week, a new channel will pop up. This week is week 1 for our essentials, starting essentials. Um, we also have a support channel that I just started. And if you go into your Discord right now, I think Ron's first. So we'll have people jumping into these channels to, in week 1, talk about your submissions for the first week. And in support, you'll be jumping in here and making posts about anything that you need help with. We do ask that you do tag your posts. It's mandatory. So the 2 type of questions that come up are Unity specific questions. So if you're having problems in the editor, is my editor broken? I can't log in, etc. You tag it with a Unity question, and then content questions. So if you're having problems with stuff on Learn, going through the course, if you have troubles logging in, then you'll be able to post that way. Um, the one hint that I will give y'all, that I will give the Discord server as well, is not all these channels might pop up. They won't pop up yet, but if you go to channels and roles, if you go channels and roles and you'll see this bar right here and go to browse channel, just make sure you check out all the checkboxes because then all the channels will pop up for you for Teach Unity PD. If you need any support, I will be in chat watching or I will be in support watching. But make sure, again, to see all the channels for the secret PD section in the Discord, go to channels and roles, then you go to browse channels, and then you make sure that you have all the checkboxes checked out. So yeah, that's the short Discord tangent. And then like I said, week 1 has popped up. Week 2 and week 3 should have their own channels, and you'll be seeing it as it goes along, just so y'all can focus week by week. So, and if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Cool.
All right. So we are getting close to the end, so we are going to skip the last whiteboard.
Oh,
Sorry, y'all.
oh, can I show the oh, you already went on the whiteboard.
You can just take it back. You want it back?
Can I take it
Sure.
back?
Yeah, take
Cool.
it back. Look, we have the technology. It's all yours, bud.
We have the technology. I'm gonna open. All right, forgive my channel list because it's very big. Let's see, share. So this is what I see in my background. Lots of Discord servers, but there's a lot more channels that you all don't see. But there is a study group going on right now, and we had people. We had some people just pass their associate game dev. So people are actively going through here, and that's been going since the last cohort, I think. That
Yeah.
was
And we will, so after the end, when we finish this PD, like once we get past the completion point, what'll happen is Kirk will actually convert everybody in this PD to the full Discord. So you'll kind of graduate into it, and then you can jump into the study group channels or whichever you'd like.
Yeah. So this is part of the main Discord, but you will not see it right now because we want y'all to be able to focus on PD. And Neil, if you hear me, we might need some more codes then if this is popping. Cool. All right.
All right, so to wrap things up for the ending, we're going to jump right to next steps. So what you got to do now is jump on those week 1 tutorials, which is essentials. That's the first week of self-paced on Learn. And I believe I have Learn pulled up on one of my browser tabs. Which one? That's the real question. But you can jump into Learn and actually get to work on the courses now. That's your first thing you're going to want to do. And then you're going to jump into the community and start chatting with folks in the Discord. If you're having issues with the Discord, I mean, you can chat with Kirk now. Also, we can drop some email addresses in case you need to send an email, because that's always helpful too. And that will be kind of your next steps. And now we've got a couple of minutes for Q&A. If you have no questions and you're just ready to rock and roll, you don't have to hang out with us for the next 5 minutes, but you're welcome to. But yeah, you're welcome to ask us any questions you have. You can unmute, or you can just type in chat, whichever you're more comfortable with, and we will hang out for a few minutes and answer questions.
Woo! Welcome to PD.
Woo, PD time!
I'll stick around until the top of the hour.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know what my meeting schedule like today. It's Monday. Let's go look. Mondays are usually pretty light. Wednesdays are meeting days. Oh yeah, and I got half an hour after this.
Nice.
Cool. So I'm gonna try to find the PD window, and also I have lost my chat window. All right, here we go. Boom. Can I get the recording link? Yes, Peter. We will drop the recording link in Discord. It takes Discord or Zoom like 45-ish minutes to encode everything. So just keep your eyes peeled. I'll drop it in Discord as soon as it's available and ready for you all. And no, it is not too late to bring your friends in. Aaron already answered that with text, but yeah, bring your friends. They can start up until the last day even. Just know that like after the 3rd or 4th week, support will be not quite as prompt because we will be preparing further stuff. Also, I think this ends right before American Thanksgiving, so that like right after that last week, a lot of us are going to be gorged on turkey and napping.
Hey, one question that came into Discord. I teach in a university that uses a proxy, and the proxy won't let any of my lab's computers access Unity Hub properly. Current bypasses using environmental variables. Is there any way to make Unity work with proxies? I believe that is a IT, that's a discussion that has to be made with like either your proxy provider or your district or whoever is your admin. Because we can only offer the software, and we don't have like an official partner to like deliver Unity to through like a third party. But if you're having problems with that, it would have to go through your provider.
I actually had that before I worked at Unity, my last company. I was the only person at the company teaching Unity and using the editor, and we also had a proxy. So I had to do all my Unity content from home
Oh wow. Oh,
because
Kavi.
the
Sorry,
IP
sorry.
wouldn't let me. That's it. Yep.
Dang. Yeah, it's super hard. That's like one of the biggest challenges if you're a teacher in here is like we also run into IT issues, but our IT support only goes so far because we're doing just Unity support. We don't have control of like school support. Oh, Remy, that was you. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome. Kavi asked, my query is simply Hindi language font may not appear proper in any of the solutions. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and hopefully my team members see it too. So Kavi, if you're listening, we're working really hard on localizing our content. It's a really big challenge because it's really expensive and also, we have to just get a proper sense of how many languages we can support. So I hear you loud and clear. We hear you. Uh, Donna, I did not forget about if you're still on the call. Please post your 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 .unity package question in support. And then Aaron, the other question from Donna is that when they go, their comment is the instructions don't match what I see on my screen. For example, it says go into the in Unity tutorial, which does not appear when I open Unity. Does that mean they have to download the project first, right? That's in Essentials. Yes. So
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you sh can you share your screen, Aaron, and maybe like go through the beginning
Yeah.
and kind
Hold
of
on a sec.
sure.
It might be some bug that I don't know about, but
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I'll share my
thanks,
screen.
Bina. Jules, we hear you. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that too. As many teachers as we can get to be as loud as possible about localization, the more screenshots I get to give to my bosses. So,
Exactly.
I don't know if Donna's still here. But can you see my screen?
yep, I think we can see your
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, you're sharing.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, you'll be directed to this tutorial, which will tell you to download this project. And when you open this project, you should see it should automatically open like this, and you can get started by following along with the in editor missions and tutorials.
Yep, yep,
But if that's not happening, then I've got a problem.
yep.
Where, Aaron, I didn't see that part. Where does it have you download the tutorial? Is it just downloading a Unity package from Learn?
No, it's downloading a project, and when you open the project
Okay,
in
and you add
Unity
the
6,
project from disk and then it auto launches.
yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah.
Okay.
Hajar, the tutorial link is if you go into the Discord and go to welcome-pd, you should have a link to the courseware in there. And I'll just post it in the chat. Also, Donna, for your .unity packages question, in the top of the Unity editor, if you look at the options like file, edit, there should be an import option, and there should be a packages option over there. And then once you get into that window for opening the file, it'll prompt you to like go to the folder, and it's only looking for .unity packages. So if you can hear me, definitely go to that. Posting the link for the courseware. All right, Hajar, it is in the Zoom. Bam.
Yeah. Maybe I'll share my screen one more quick time,
Sure.
which is you can see this.
There we go.
Yep.
So yeah, this is the main educator PD page, and you'll basically go through these tutorials, get to know Unity, install Unity 6, complete mission 1 in the editor. So those are the links that you'll basically go through to
Uh,
get that going.
Now,
doesn't
for
see.
for Essentials, we're not importing a Unity package, right?
No.
Yeah, so Essentials, we're doing something a little bit different. Here, I can show you really quick, actually. So for Essentials, what you're actually doing is you're downloading the Unity project. Hopefully, y'all can see the hub right here. And then you go to add, and you're going to add the project from disk and then navigate to that project folder. So you'll basically look for the project folder. Like I think I have a downloaded one here somewhere. Yeah, so like this is our Unity 6 multiplayer webinar template. So if I go here, I'm actually adding this project from disk. I think I'm going to get an error because I already have it added. But then it'll add this project to it, and then I can launch it right there from the editor, which it's already open because I've been working on it all morning. But that's where that pops up. So that could be where the confusion is there too.
Nice. Also, Donna, I just DM'd you on Discord, so check your DMs.
Cool.
I'm not sure you brought this up, but would it be good to bring up the Unity Educator dashboard where you can add students as organization members? Would that be okay to bring up, or
So it
is-
depends on how you have your licensing structured. That can be really challenging because I don't think we don't have like the full features of that launched yet. So yes, you totally can, but I would say let's cover that at a later time when folks are a little more comfortable because that is like you're adding students to have access to like dashboards and project files, and we can
Yep.
definitely make a video on that for you though and show you how to do it because it's not super hard. Yeah.
Cool. Let me scroll up a little more.
All right, I'm gonna hand control to you, Kirk, because I need to go
Oh, it's
grab some
also
hydration before our next 35-minute marketing blare.
I also have to go
Okay.
too. But thanks everyone.
We'll
We'll be
see you
signing
all in
off here.
Discord if you need anything at all. Yell
Yes.
at us, tag us. We'll be right there for you.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us.
Good luck.
Bye bye.
Bye.